Hello, Nigeria. Hello, Africa. Hello, the rest of the world. Once again, this is your boy, Dr. 96, aka The Realist. It is my pumping pleasure, as always, to be on here to discuss another very vital and very important issue relating to our country, Nigeria. Nigeria is a beautiful place, but full of evil and betrayers, most especially from those that we entrust with power. This morning, I'm using this opportunity to address the excesses of some pastors in Nigeria who are using religion to defraud people. I want to specifically narrow this topic on the issue of miracle money in churches. At least we've seen some couples of pastors who openly display the excessive arrogance in churches by claiming that they command miracle monies to enter their congregation's account. This is a very toxic and barbaric message to feed people with. This ideology of telling people that it is possible to get miracle alerts is making people to be lazy and redundant. In order to address this issue, it needs urgent attention and drastic measure by the government to start regulating the churches, most especially the information preached in churches, and the government should make efforts to arrest and prosecute those pastors who are preaching false messages that they cannot practicalize. The government needs to do something at this point in time. How could people be deceiving people openly? How could people be so nonchalant to the extent that they don't even care the consequence of their action in the house of God? These people have turned house of God to magic houses. So if those pastors who are claiming to at least have the power to provide or to credit their members' accounts with miracles money, I think the government need to call them out and let them perform the miracle openly so that we can trust them. Because I watched some pastors openly display ignorance and stupidity, and they have the effrontery and the audacity to continue in this path because there is no consequence for their action. If the Ministry of Information could regulate the music, the content of music produced by the musician before the music is being released to the public, it undergoes some certain stages of evaluation to know if it is actually edible or toxic for the general public. The same thing should be done to religious bodies, most especially in Christendom. The government need to wake up. The Ministry of Information need to do their due diligence. One of the fundamental objective of establishing Ministry of Information is to guide the information within the country that should be released or projected to the public. Information needs to be censored, and information that are capable of destroying people mentally and psychologically should be checked, irrespective of where they are coming from, whether from religious center or not. These pastors, these acclaimed prophets of God, this prophet of doom, they are lying openly. They don't even fear anymore. I think something has to be done in order to curtail them. This nonsense should not be allowed to continue to germinate and grow in our society, because it is really affecting people productively. That is the reason a lot of people waste their productive time in churches, expecting miracle money, expecting a stranger, an angel, to credit their accounts. The Ministry of Information need to step in at this point in time, at least to checkmate these pastors and to rightly inform the society, the masses, not to rely or believe on these nonsensical messages preaching by pastors. There is no miracle money anywhere in the world. Even as close as the first man to God, Adam, God never exempted Adam from work. In fact, the first assignment God gave Adam is work. So why should all these nonchalant pastors, why should all these agents of darkness and demonic instruments be misleading the gullible society? Something needs to be done urgently and drastically to address and to curtail the situation. It can't continue like this. No society, no community, no country, no nation grow on falsehood. The Bible says righteousness exalts a nation, but sin, lies, brings reproach. Enough is enough. This is high time. The Ministry of Information need to set in. They need to start censoring the information released by pastors. Those who are preaching the messages that are not compatible with the standard of the religion, which is the Bible, should be held responsible, and they should face the consequence of misleading the public. These people have millions of followers, for goodness sake. Imagine the amount, the population of people they are feeding with this toxic mentality, with toxic ideology. In the Bible, we all understand, those of us who have the opportunity and privilege to read the Bible, every people God bless in the Bible, work precedes the blessings, not blessing never precedes work. Work precedes blessings. The Bible says Isaac sowed, and in the following year he reaps in multiple fold. The Bible made us to understand that Abraham left his father's house. God instructed him to leave his father's house and go and establish somewhere and work, and God blessed Adam abundantly.